So in your opinion, do locking tuners improve tuner stability?
Yes, but it's minor. They're almost right. So if you put, and I'm getting accused of this on this tour a lot, that I'll exaggerate things to make a point. I mean, if the neck's this long and it's really skinny and made out of balsa wood, the guitar's not going to sound as good. I mean, you know, so I'll exaggerate. But if you have 8 winds around the peg, it's almost like you can pull it and it'll stick, and you can loosen it and it'll stick, and you can pull it and it'll stick. It's almost like a spring. So when you put the lockdown through it, you can have no winds on the peg, and that helps. What's really important is the entrance angle of the nut and whether the nut slots are wide enough that the string doesn't get caught. Sometimes you can actually hear as you move the vibrato down, the string go pop, 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 pop. And what that is each of the winds of the low string going through the nut and going over the first edge. Turns out the angle at which the string needs to enter the nut is at about 1.5 degrees, and it has to slowly curve. There's stuff that they use in this industry called nut sauce, which is basically like, you know, petroleum jelly, and the lubricant helps. So that's really important. And then we drill the blocks of the tremolos out to get the ball of the string very close to the top of the saddle on a tremolo guitar, so that it's not pulling and sticking and going back and sticking. The last part is the knife edge screws all have to be lined up, and they need to have no friction. So sometimes people will oil those knife edge screws as well. So it is a piece of it. You don't want the string to get stuck, and that's drilling the block out. You don't want the tremolo to not return to the same spot. That's the screws in the front. You don't want it to get caught in the nut, and that's the nut slots and the entrance of entry and leaving. And then you don't want there to be a spring on the tuning peg, and so you use the locks.